Hello friends, join me today on my Kawasaki Ninja 650 ride with me to the canyons here and to the lake, and using my brand new DJI Osmo Action 5 camera. Check it out. We're gonna go ahead and test it out. This is I just got this camera, just upgraded from a GoPro Hero 4 Silver, so it's quite the upgrade. A little bit of an upgrade there, if I don't mind saying so. It's my Yoshimura exhaust. Love it. Look at that. Love that exhaust. It turned my shy little kitten into a roaring lion. Yeah, buddy. All right, let's go. Let's see what happens. This is my first video with this camera. Hopefully it turns out okay. I've been having technical issues. Believe it or not, this is like my 6th attempt to make this video. I know, you can laugh at me. It's just I can't seem to get the settings right on the audio. I'm using the Purple Panda microphone, and I've had issues since the beginning trying to set that up, because first of all, the DJI Osmo you need a USB-C adapter for it to work with the Panda mic, because it doesn't just directly plug in. You do need to have an adapter, which I did get the Movo TRRS adapter, so pretty stoked about that. And so hopefully this will turn out right. I've had so many issues, guys, getting the levels right. It was coming out real distorted, like literally, like this distortion, pops, all kinds of stuff. So I adjusted the mic sensitivity. I've been playing around with the mic sensitivity. Right now I have it like minus 11, the sensitivity. So I'm hoping that's gonna fix the distortion. Although now it may sound too quiet. I don't know. To be honest, just really frustrating. I know a lot of motovloggers use the Purple Panda, but I've had just struggles with it, and it's probably just me. I did have the dead cat on there before. I took it off and lost it. So right now I just have the foam type of windscreen, and I kind of tucked it in to my left cheek pad on my helmet. I'm wearing a Shoei helmet. So hopefully you'll at least be able to understand what I'm saying a little bit. You know, before it was like horrible. You couldn't even decipher it, what I was saying. So it's just a waste, guys. But you know what? Trial and error. You know, I will succeed. Do it now. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why I've had so many issues. The camera itself is amazing. The video. By the way, the settings that I got going on right now, I got them from another YouTuber. He's a dirt biker, actually, and he posts the settings online on YouTube. If I can, I'll post a link to his video in the description. I really like how the settings, the video settings, are working out. But as far as the audio, man, that is so challenging. So let me just tell you a little bit about this DJI Osmo. On one of my rides, I actually lost the little side door. It goes on the side that goes over the USB connector, and because it has to stay flipped open for you to connect the USB, you know, unfortunately it did fly off, and I was so bummed about it. so sad. I just got, you know when you get something and brand new and then something breaks on it right away. So I contacted DJI through their app or through their website, and they have a little chat deal there on their website. I was able to talk to a live agent, and the agent basically said, you know what, that little door, we don't sell it by itself. We don't have it like a standalone, purchase. It's not available. So you would have to, we'll reach out to you, he said. We'll reach out once we have that in stock so you can purchase it. And I was like, now, wait a minute now. I was like, your product, I was kind of hoping you'd give me a complimentary door, since it's a brand new, DJI, and it sounds more like a defect or a manufacturing, like a design flaw, really. Because why would it be so easy for that little door to fly off, So yeah, I was kind of bummed. But the guy's like, okay, check this out. I'm a motorcyclist too, he said. I understand. So let me go ahead and check with my manager. Let me check with my manager and see what I can do for you. So he put me on a quick hold, and he got me over. I guess he talked to the manager. He came back, and he's, you know what? He goes, we're gonna hook you up. I'm like, yes. He's like, what we're gonna do for you, because you're a loyal customer, which of course I am. He's like, we're gonna hook you up. We're gonna send you the door. I'm like, I thought to myself, well, why did you say that in the first place? But it's all right. I understand it's a business. They're trying to minimize their losses or whatnot. That's cool. They did offer me the replacement, which I gave him my information. They asked for the serial number for the camera. I did buy it from the official store on Amazon, the DJI store, and so he verified everything, and he said he would mail me one. And guess what? I did receive it yesterday. Pretty happy about that. So thank you, DJI. You guys have great customer service. I appreciate you for doing what you did. And not only that, they sent it priority mail. So that was pretty dope. Didn't have to do that, they could just send it regular shipping, but that was cool. That was cool of DJI. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate it. So anyway, long story short, I still don't think I want to use it. I'm afraid it's just gonna fly off again. I'm really just gonna keep it to, if I ever sell my camera, make sure it's not like incomplete. So yeah, so that's basically how that went. Now, we'll tell you this, guys, if you guys have the same camera I do, and you have the same problem, the problem is now it's not waterproof, which is okay for most days. I mean, I'm in California, in sunny California, so there's no issues there as far as like waterproof. Most of the time it's not raining here. It's very rare that it rains. It never rains in Southern California. They even have a song about it, which is great for us motorcyclists. This is like paradise for us motorcyclists, I wouldn't want to live anywhere else to ride bikes. I mean, the roads, you got all types of roads out here. You got curvy roads, straight roads. I mean, anything you want, got you covered. Got you covered 100%. There's no need to be going anywhere else. Just anywhere you want, got you here. But, yeah. So, now it's not waterproof. So what I did is I looked online, and I found on Etsy, I found a seller that sells the little side doors, and I don't know if he custom prints them, like 3D printing, but I don't see them anywhere else. And what it is, it's a door that has a slot built into it, so that you can still close the door completely and still plug in the USB wire. So that's perfect, because it makes it waterproof. I believe it is waterproof when you do that. And so if it's raining, and if it get caught in the rain, in the rare event, obviously, but I won't have to worry about, you know, messing up my camera. So I'm so happy about that. I have not received the, that custom made one, I guess, the little door. Like I said, I'll try to post a link in the description for you guys to check out. I'm not like an affiliate or anything, so I'm just doing this to help you guys out. I get nothing from it. So I am stoked about that. Other than that, you know, this camera, I love the fact that it mounts, like it has a magnet at the bottom for the mount, and it's really convenient. And you'd think it wouldn't be secure, but it is, because it's not just the magnets that hold it together, but it has like little locking, it's a little locking mechanism on there. So it's not just being held completely by by magnets, but it kind of just snaps into place and you hear it click. It has two little tabs or pins, I don't know what you want to call them, but it's pretty secure, and it's compatible with my old GoPro accessories. Like, I'm using the same chin mount, you know, it's totally compatible. So I'm so happy that, you know, about that. I didn't have to really buy any extra accessories other than just the TRRS connector. Now I did order like a dead cat on Amazon. I receive it tomorrow to help out with the, you know, reduce the wind noise. So that's what I'm looking forward to on that. Going through a little residential area, guys, here before we go on the canyon. And then the ride's gonna go ahead and go. You're gonna see the lake. Some lake. I'll show you guys some lake views. You know, I appreciate you joining me on this little ride. You know, I do. The whole reason I got this camera is I wanted to I want to create regular content for you guys, so that you guys can, you know, hopefully be entertained, you know, and maybe learn a few things and maybe laugh at me. I don't know, whatever you guys want. But with the old equipment, I didn't really feel comfortable because, you know, basically the Hero 4 is, you know, it was good for its time, but nowadays, you know, what is it, 10-15 years old? So it's basically a potato at this point. And I don't want to show you potato videos. Here we go. Why I feel like it takes blood in my mouth. Yeah. Maybe I cut myself while talking. Anyhow, yeah, so now this camera here, I'm running 4K at 30 frames per second. That seems to be the recommendations from a lot of bloggers. I hope that, you know, that is, you know, an optimal setting that's gonna, you know, I could put a higher frame rate, I think, but I'm not sure if there's a, you know, a really good benefit to that. As far as, you know, one thing I did want is I wanted a long battery life, and this one here has supposedly a battery life of about, I believe, 4 hours. So that was super important. Actually, the main reason that I got the DJI is because of the long battery life. Because with the GoPro Hero 4 Silver Edition, I was having to change the batteries like literally every 30 minutes or so. So, you know, for me, it kind of detracts from the experience. You know, I don't want to just, you know, have to keep stopping and changing batteries every 30 minutes. I mean, I did have an extra 3 batteries with that, which is great, you know, but no, it's just so much of a hassle. It just really discouraged me from even moto vlogging. I'm like, dude, I don't really enjoy myself when I'm riding and having to change the battery so often. You know, I just want to sit, ride on my bike and just talk, you know. So far I haven't run out of battery on these unsuccessful videos that I've made. I mean, the videos themselves were great, but it's the quality of the audio was horrendous, and I'm assuming this is probably going to be horrendous too, the audio, or I hope not though, but I would just, I mean, the audio, the level is so low, I'm afraid you won't even be able to hear anything now. It's, like I said, -11 sensitivity. So, I don't know. It's just trial and error. Trial and error. I started riding at about 3 years ago. Okay? I'm 52 now. So, you could call it a midlife crisis, whatever you want to call it. I'll call it making one of the best decisions in my life. You know, because I really this has changed my life in a great positive way. You know, it's therapeutic. I mean, I don't care what anybody says, you know, riding a bike it's good for your health. I mean, not only physical health, because this is a physical activity, you know. You're swinging the bike around, and it does require some type of physical, you know, physical activity. So, but mentally, you know, it's amazing. It's really beautiful, because, you know, you're having you know, a down day, or you just want to clear your mind. You just jump on your bike, man, and it's like everything literally disappears. I mean, it's like taking a drug without taking a drug. You know what I mean? So that's, to me, my personal experience with it. It's an amazing, you know, amazing tool that I wish I would have jumped on this sooner. It took me this long, and basically, to be honest, you know, I've been wanting to ride bikes since I was a kid. You know, I actually did have a bike when I was 18 years old, and ended up being that I didn't fall, or, you know, nothing bad happened. It just ended up selling it. You know, it was a 1986 Honda Nighthawk, if I remember correctly, and it was a great bike. You know, it was a great bike. I rode it a few times, and some reason or another, which I can't exactly remember at the moment, I ended up just selling it. But all these years I've been wanting to get back on it. You know, you got the bug. Once you got the bug, man, never really goes away. Check out the lake, guys. Wow, look at that. It's beautiful. It's Memorial Day weekend, so we should be seeing some boats out here. Some boats. Oh, what is that? Somebody's sweater. Part of the reason that I really kind of was hesitant to get back on the bike is because of fear, you know. I mean, everybody knows motorcycles are dangerous. I mean, it's not a big surprise. You're on two wheels, you know. You gotta balance it, and it's not like a car, you know, where you're in a cage, a protective cage. You're totally unprotected, other than just your helmet and a few leather items on your body that at best will protect you against, you know, losing some skin. They're not going to really protect you against breaking bones, you know, if you have a bad crash, or they're not going to, you know, really save your life if you're in a high speed, you know, head-on collision. I mean, other than just maybe the helmet, you know, but even then, you know, you can still die. So yeah, these are all factors that, you know, you take into consideration. But then again, you know, at the same time, you know what I mean? It's like people get in car accidents too and die. People will be walking down the street, get hit by a car. You could die of a heart attack. I mean, when it's time to go, it's your time to go, you know? I don't really think, to me, I'm a believer in that. I'm a believer in predestiny. You know, there's a way you're gonna go, and that's the way you're gonna go. Doesn't matter what. You know, you could try, I mean, think about this. There's people that try to, you know, end themselves, and after many times they're unsuccessful. You know, it's because that's not their time. When it's your time, you know, some people live their life super healthy, and they are gone. You know, some stupid thing happens to them. You know, so live your life. You know, so that's what I did. I just jumped on. I just took a chance. Got my bike. It was a Honda CBR 300, my first bike, about 3 years ago. Ended up getting this Ninja 650. Right, so from there on, I got the I got a Vulcan also, 900. So I'm dude, I love bikes. So every bike has its purpose. Just gonna do a quick stop here. Look back at it. Nice, nice. All right. So let's see here. Got the boats down there on the dock. Yeah, people getting ready. Let's see. Oh, there's people out there. What is that? They swimming? Jet skis? I can't see. I'll give you guys a panoramic view. Test out these DJI capabilities. Nice, huh? Yeah, so oh, that's nice. That's real nice. Got the boats out there, all kinds of people there enjoying their weekend. That's what it's all about, guys. California life, California dreaming. So yeah, anyway, hey, I appreciate you watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, suggestions, welcome. Good, bad, ugly, I'm all ears. You know, I ain't gonna hold it against you. I ain't mad at you. Thanks for watching, my friends, and until next time, stay safe out there. Boom! Hey, Moo Moo. Did you miss me? Did you miss me, Moo Moo?